young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports.
Ready to break. Mike, 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
On first down, Herbert. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to right side with Murray. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, Wahoo! Watch Mike. Go.
Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there. Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check. Watch the eye. Check. Presto. Leo. Spike.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Get ready. Check nickel, 6-6. Pull it high. 52, right 52. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
He'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, and that quick change takes...
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
60 outlaw. Yep. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Armstead providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Herbert. this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, I-7. Check Mike 54. Line to go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again, Herbert. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The end result, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play.
That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
61, matchbox lights.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So
Latavius Murray. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run that time by Murray. 74 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Switch it. Go.
A run. It's Murray. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The outlaw. We want it.
This is Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Slam. Check. Lucky. He's checking. Crash.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. 54. Ricky.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Bravo.
Watch the slant. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Get it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Raekwon McMillan, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Orbit.
56. Mutt's 56.
To throw from his end zone. Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. Got his target, Samuel. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Herbert looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Smooth.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
Mutt 56.
Ready. Delta. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's second down and 10.
Down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's go.
Five.
Throwing again. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
They go back to Murray on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the second down throw on target. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 5.
Throwing again. Herbert. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, pick your game up.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, Charlie.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is Harris. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
On first down, Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Down, 30 base.
Man left. 4 down, check.
Go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
I got him.
2nd and 10. And Thomas has it. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at half, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's second down.
Set. 18 Gator. 54. I'm here all day. Big Gripper.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the...
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Ready. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Being chased out left. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Watch twist.
Man, shoot.
They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Show this so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle Show this so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. Story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in. So you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm really since Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest ever innocent. This is coming from within. I still real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, back very slowly. I'm got the chakras opening. Got them fixing up, they not truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. The brainwash gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition. I'm positioning, all that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle Show this so perennial.